Today, I'm going to be sharing with you something a little different, my journey in becoming a social media manager. This is for everyone who has ever wondered if this is the field for them, if they could do it, if they could make it into this dynamic social media world. Or if you just are curious to know how one ends up into this role. Hi everyone, I'm Leticia Vicotti, a social media strategist, agency owner, and a mentor. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and if you have been in this journey with me, welcome back. In this channel, I'm always going to be giving you tips on how to become a successful social media manager. But I realized that I never told you guys my story. Sometimes when you see someone ahead of you, it can be encouraging, but sometimes, let's be honest, it can also be discouraging. Maybe you're like the old Leticia that asked, well, am I really fit for this? Can I really do this? Am I creative enough for this? I really questioned myself to see if I was going to be able to reach the heights that my mentor that I worked with at the time did. I admired her so much. If this sounds like you, stick until the end, because if I could do it, you can do it too. I hope my story serves to inspire you. I want to start in the early days of how I got interested in social media management. I already had experience in marketing. I had done marketing as my bachelor and also had completed marketing and branding masters. But the type of marketing that I used to do is completely different to digital marketing. When I was going to school, digital marketing was already present in the world, but it wasn't so much used. And I guess that's why in the university I went to, they didn't really emphasize so much. But after years of working in corporate, I did strategic marketing. I worked for 1 year training for a high position, and at the end of that 1 year, which was early 2020, I was told that that role that I worked for and trained for 1 year was no longer going to be available. The company was going to be restructuring and they were going to take out that role. I was devastated. I didn't know what to do because I knew I didn't want to go back to being a business analyst, and the pandemic hit. Everything became like a snowball, and we started working from home, and I started enjoying this. I used to travel a lot for work as well, and being at home was different. It felt right somehow. Even though I love to work and to travel, I saw great places in the world. And that is when I guess social media management found me instead of me finding it. As I was scrolling through social media, I came across this lady that taught people how to become social media managers. So I started watching her content and I started to really be interested in learning more about it. So I bought her course and started doing it. This was about March of 2020. By August of 2020, I quit my job. I did not have a first client. Maybe I should have done something different. Maybe I shouldn't have been so impulsive. Who knows? But it worked out, because if I didn't have an income coming in, I knew that I was going to have to make this work. I can't continue this story without telling you that I didn't do it all by myself. At that stage, I had a partner and we were really committed in making this work. We studied so much, we got our first client, and that was such a victory. But every story has a turning point. And my turning point was when my partner decided to move on and pursue another career. At that point, I faced a situation that I had to make a decision. Either I would go back to corporate and earn my money, have my 9 to 5, but not have a freedom per se of where I would work or how much I would earn, or I would continue into this social media management world, and this time by myself. And that's what I realized. I wanted to give this a shot, but I was a little bit lost because she was good at certain things that I wasn't good. And I was like, well, if I want to really pursue this, I really have to give everything of all that I have. So I found a mentor, and this mentor was not easy to find actually, but she had a really tempting promise. I researched a lot. It was expensive and I really didn't have the money at the time, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this out. And it was so good for me. It was so good, not just to get new experience and new tricks and practical things about the industry, but also having the community that this mentor's course provided. Deciding to become a social media manager was very exciting, but also daunting at the same time. It was not all smooth sailing. There were a lot of challenges and rocky roads that I went through. At first, I didn't know how to find new clients, and then when I got the discovery call, I felt like I wasn't prepared to pitch my services. I didn't have a lot of sales skills. I didn't know how to build my package. I didn't know how to price them in a way that was fair both for me as for the client. But then I got the first client, and then I got the first really big client. And every little victory, even if it wasn't honestly about getting the client, but sometimes the little victory was that I was able to do a content, or I was able to find a graphic designer that aligned with my vision. I got to celebrate every little victory in order to keep going, because you are going to receive many no's in this road, but you need to stick with what you really want. And the yeses are also going to come, but there requires consistency and also working on yourself, believing in you. Over the years, I have learned a lot, and here are some key points that if you're starting out, I want you to know and consider. Do not give up. There is space for everyone in the market. The market is not saturated. There are businesses needing your services out there. Having a mentor can also make you skip so many steps and not go through things that other person has already gone through, and you are going to be able to learn from them and not make the same mistakes. Now, choosing your mentor is also really important, because there are so many people out there that do not deliver what they promise, unfortunately. But there are really good professionals that they are willing to share their experience and to teach you how to become really good professionals in this field. And also, I need to advise you that there's another video on this channel where I talk about the 10K and how much social media managers actually make. I'll leave the link to it in the card above. I also wish I would have known of how to conduct a discovery call, how to conduct a sales call, or a call to propose my package to the client. And even before the sales call, how much it's so important for you to qualify your prospects even before they get into a call with you, because that would have avoided so many bad clients, honestly, and clients that I even had to fire because we were not a good fit for each other. I would love to hear about what was your journey or what you are going through right now. Tell me in the comments below, and I'll make sure I'll read all your comments. Looking back at my journey, there's been a lot of ups and downs, but I don't think I would have changed a lot of things because every step was worth it. I hope that my story serves to inspire you, because if I could do it, you can also do it. And maybe you don't want to become a social media manager. Regardless of the career that you choose, believing in yourself is crucial. Thank you for taking your time to listen a little bit about my story and joining me in this journey. If you like this video, leave your thumbs up, help me out so we can spread the word. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button because every week there's a new video in the channel to help you become a successful social media manager. Keep exploring, keep learning, keep believing. It is time for us to boom your business together. I'll see you next time.